Today, you're gonna learn how to talk about your daily routine and your habits. This video is part of my 3,000 most common English words series designed to help you understand up to 95% of spoken English. And don't forget guys, comprehensible input videos like this up to 4 times more effective than traditional classrooms. Country, bright yellow,
Blind people.
routines, almost never. Useful words, sentence use.
Well maintained.
Answer what? Midnight. We always have
Affordable and in a neighborhood.
start the word count and let's go. So how do you talk about your daily routine and habits? Let's get into it. Right now, we're at the Petronas Twin Towers. If you guys know what city this is in, let me know in the comments. If you're from this city, let me know in the comments. And if you're from this country, let me know as well. But anyways, morning routine. We will talk about that, but first, let's find a better place to go talk about that using comprehensible input. So right now, I'm gonna walk down these stairs. Here, this is a bright yellow line so you don't trip, but only the first step has that. These 2 other steps do not, but I guess you only need 1 bright yellow line to notice it. What do you think? You think it's safer to have all of them with a bright yellow line or just the top step?
I think it's safer to have them all, but I think this is just for blind people.
Do you think so? I don't think a blind person could see that.
No, usually there is some sort of bumpy stuff, so when they feel it with their walking
Yeah.
stick, but this just looks painted on.
Yeah. So right now we are heading to a very beautiful area that a lot of people go to start their morning routine. So that is where we will also start our morning routine. But right now you can see we are just outside of these towers. There is a nice row of trees here and there are also benches you can sit on. This is a nice area to come and relax. But right now we're gonna head into this building and walk through it. Want to understand more English faster? Get my 3,000 most common English words PDF with clear definitions, real examples, and simple organization. Okay guys, we are in a mall right now, and usually going to a mall isn't really part of my morning routine. I almost never come to a mall, but today it is part of my morning routine. So we're going to the mall to check out a store called Decathlon where you can buy things, but usually it's not part of my morning routine. So you can say, I almost never do this thing. I almost never go to the mall in the morning. If I do go to the mall, it's usually in the afternoon. What about you?
Going to the malls in the morning,
Yeah. Is it part of your morning routine?
I'd say no.
No? You don't have a habit of doing that?
No, unless I stay really close to one, then I usually don't.
That's true. Okay, what do you guys think of this hat for me? What do you think, Leon?
The back looks a little funny because your hair, you just have so much hair.
Yeah, I think I just prefer a normal hat because this makes me look like really dumb, like a mushroom man.
I think you have too much hair for that. Then again, most girls wear.
Yeah, I don't know how they wear it and make this look good. Like, shout out to the women, bro. For real.
Shout out women.
Shout out every woman ever for being a woman, I guess. Okay, let's try out this hat. Honestly, I feel like I would wear this.
Dude, you do not want to see the side point of view.
Wow.
It just looks so funny. Yeah, I can't wear those because my face is too round. It just makes me look like a...
Like oh, Teletubby.
No, like, you know,
No,
like
literally a Teletubby.
No, but you know, like the train, like Thomas the Tank Engine?
Yeah.
Like, just like round face.
And also like a Teletubby.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yo, insert Leon's face in a Teletubby. Yo, give him a selfie. Okay guys, so now we are at KLCC Park. KLCC Park. We're gonna start talking about our daily routine and habits. So you can divide that into 3 categories. Your morning routine, your afternoon routine, and your evening routine. So those are the 3 parts of the day, and you could divide them all into separate routines when you talk about your daily routine and habits. Okay, so here are 4 useful words you can use when talking about your daily routine. I always, I usually, I sometimes, and I never. I always means every day. I usually means most days. I sometimes means not every day. And I never means 0 days, so you never do it. So out of all the days of the week, you never do this activity. Those are 4 important words you can use when talking about your daily routine and habits. Now let's make a couple sentences using those 4 words. I always have a shower in the morning. I usually eat lunch in the afternoon, but not always. And in the evening, I sometimes go out to a restaurant to eat. And something I never do at all throughout the whole day is I never eat breakfast. I never eat breakfast, ever. Now it's your turn. Make me a sentence using each of those words. I always, I usually, I sometimes, I never. Make a sentence now, and if you want to practice even more, take a video of yourself saying these sentences out loud. You can also write your answers in the comments, and I will tell you if your sentence is right or if it needs improvement. Okay, this park is pretty nice. What do you think of it so far?
So far, this park looks really well maintained. I don't see any garbage or anything that shouldn't be there. It does seem fairly popular. It is the middle of the day and there are quite a few people out.
Yeah, one thing I would add to that is that it seems kind of small, or does it go like a lot further that way? From what I'm seeing, it's kind of small, in my opinion.
It's not super huge. We are in the center of the city right now.
Yeah.
But it does go that way, and then over there is a aquarium.
Over there.
To that side. There's a large aquarium.
Central Park is probably and arguably the most famous park out of all the parks. When you think of a park inside a city, usually you think of Central Park, right?
Yeah, I think I'd argue it's the most famous park in the world.
Yeah, like usually when I think of a park in a city, I think of Central Park, and that park is huge. And there are so many movies that feature Central Park. Like one off the top of my head is Elf. Elf is like a very popular Christmas movie, and it features a lot of scenes in Central Park during the winter. But yeah, this park is quite nice. See on the ground here, are those ants or what? Like what are these?
Yeah, they look like really small ants.
I'm not sure if you could see it on camera, but they're so small. They kind of look like fruit flies to me, but I'm pretty sure they're ants.
Wow.
How would you guys describe these ants? To me, these ants are very tiny, almost microscopic, you could say. And that's obviously an exaggeration, but that just shows you how small they are. They are extremely small. They don't even look like ants. They look like tiny fruit flies to me. That's how small they are. And they're also quite fast. What other words would you use to describe those ants?
I'd say their movements are erratic. They're not moving in a straight line or following a path. They're kind of jerking around, yeah.
They're all over the place. I'm sure they have orders from the queen ant, but I don't know what those orders are, but they're just like all over the place. Do you guys see this right here? Come a little closer to show them. Do you know what this is? What is this called?
That looks like a light to me.
Yeah, so this is an LED light. By the looks of it, it looks like an LED light, and this just turns on at night to light up these trees. So I'm sure this park at night is very beautiful. And also right across this park is the Petronas Twin Towers, which are beautiful at night. The tower lights up at night, and there are many different colors, such as red, purple, green, blue, black, white.
We can see it from our apartment, right?
Yeah, we can see this tower from our apartment. That's how big it is. Tell me guys, what is your favorite color? Let me know. Want more practice? Get the workbook for this lesson on my website and review the vocabulary, grammar, and real English from this video. So some linking words you can use to sound more fluent when talking about your daily routine are then, after that, later, and finally. So if I had to talk about my daily routine, this is what I usually do. Every morning, I always have a shower in the morning. After that, I brush my teeth. Then I get dressed. Later, I go to work. And finally, at the end of the day, I just kick back, relax, and watch some TV or just scroll through my phone. So that's usually what I do in my day. In the morning, I just get up. In the afternoon, I work. And in the evening, I relax, maybe do a little bit more work, and then I go to bed. And I have the same schedule every day. Every morning, I wake up at 8 a.m. and every night I go to bed at midnight at 12 a.m. This way I sleep for 8 hours and then my body wakes up naturally without needing an alarm. Now it's your turn. What do you usually do in the morning?
In the morning, I do the same thing as you, and I sometimes drink coffee in the mornings.
Why not every morning?
I only drink it when I feel tired or if I will need a lot of energy throughout the day.
Yeah, I honestly never drink coffee because I don't need it and I hate the taste of coffee. What do you do in the afternoon?
In the afternoon, I always eat lunch.
You never skip it?
Usually never skip lunch, or I'll have a later lunch. If anything, I'll skip breakfast and maybe dinner depending on how late I eat lunch.
Are there some situations where you can't avoid it and you end up skipping lunch?
There have been a few situations I'm very busy or I'm traveling or even I'm flying and I don't eat anything during lunchtime, then I would skip it. But usually I have a meal a day, at least one.
At least one. I mean, I think you need to have at least one meal a day. Yeah, I would say me and Leon have a similar routine. We both almost never eat breakfast. I never eat breakfast. And we always have lunch, usually a late lunch, like around 2 p.m. And then we have dinner around 6 to 8 p.m. So our lunch and dinner isn't too far apart. And that way we don't eat as much, which is good because we're trying to lose weight. And finally, what do you do in the evening?
In the evening, I always take a little bit of time to relax, especially if I had a busy day. I always brush my teeth before I go to bed or just after my last meal.
Do you ever call your mom in the evening or?
Yes, that's the best time to call my family because of the time change. So in the evenings, I sometimes call my family, my mom, my dad, at least once a week.
Okay, so yeah, you sometimes do. Me too, I sometimes do. Now you guys answer, what do you do in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the evening? Okay, you guys, now we're walking kind of off the beaten path. So the trail or the path is over there, and you can see the path is very nice, but we are on top of this small little hill, and there are a lot of roots sticking out. So you can trip on these and sprain your ankle. There are a lot of roots, but it's not really a big deal since I have the Birks, and these things are 4x4, waterproof, trail-proof, rain-proof, wind-proof, sun-proof.
Are they step-proof?
Everything proof. Okay, so on the right-hand side of this path, there is a grate, and this is just for water. This is actually very deep. I did not think it was that deep. So you do not want to fall in there. But yeah, this grate is just to keep you from falling in here. And it's on the right-hand side of this path. But if I'm walking that way, it's on my left-hand side. Both ways you can say right-hand side, left-hand side. And we just say left-hand side and right-hand side just to be more exact when we're saying what side it's on. Because right has more than one meaning in English. Right could be like, yes, you're right, but it could also be your right side or your right hand.
Or it could be like writing on a paper.
Or it could be writing, right on your paper. So it is spelled differently, but it's pronounced the same, right. Now I'm gonna ask you guys 3 questions and I want you to answer and then check the comments for the correct answer. Which one of these means 0% of the time? Answer and then check the comments for the correct answer. Choose the best sentence out of all these sentences. I'll be posting my shadowing stories 2nd channel. Has your daily routine changed at all since you've started traveling?
I think so. I wake up earlier while I'm traveling, which is surprising, I guess.
What time do you wake up?
Usually around 5 a.m. I'm up.
Around 5? Bro, who are you lying to?
No, it's usually 7:30 to 8 I wake up. And then we've started going to the gym now at around 8 o'clock. So definitely going to the gym more often because it's so close. Compared to back home in Canada, we had to drive to it.
It's in our building, so we can just literally go up the elevator and then we're at the gym. Whereas in Canada, we have to drive 20 minutes to get to the town where the gym is. So it is really nice and really convenient to be able to just walk to the gym or just take the elevator. It's honestly so convenient. I'll definitely miss that convenience. It's worth it, in my opinion.
100%.
Anything else that's changed in your daily routine? Or your daily habits?
My daily habits.
Now you don't really cook as much, do you?
No, cooking is not really a thing anymore because, well, we still can. There's the option to cook, but eating out is a lot more affordable than it is in Canada. So it's easier for us to just order some lunch in and order some dinner in.
Yeah, and usually we're out and about filming something, so we always grab a bite to eat while we're filming and then usually film the food to show you guys and also eat. So it just makes more sense to go out and buy food than to cook. But if we did want to cook, we could, but then it's like we need to buy all the ingredients that we might not use after that, like oil,
Yeah.
You need to buy oil, salt, pepper, all your spices. It's like, once you think of it, like you need to buy a whole bunch of stuff, and then you're only gonna stay there for like a month max. And some of the places we've stayed don't even have kitchens, so can't really cook there.
Oh, exactly. So it's not really worth it at the end of the day to buy all that extra stuff.
Yeah,
Although like small things like pre-made meals or something, they're also
that's not cooking though.
yeah, but they're also pretty affordable. Yeah, so cooking is basically not a thing we do anymore. Although in Canada we did still cook. We did cook almost every day. We didn't eat out that much, so I guess it balances out now.
Well, I guess you cooked, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I say me, I mean like my family.
Shout out to my mom. She's the best cook I know and cooks every meal.
Yeah.
Except for breakfast. We don't really eat breakfast, but lunch and dinner, W. One thing that has changed in my daily routine is seeing my dogs. Usually I always saw my dogs throughout the whole day. But now, obviously, I don't see them because they're in Canada and I'm not. So I don't see my dogs at all anymore. But besides that, my routine is pretty similar. I usually get up in the morning at 8 a.m., go to the gym, and then I work for the whole day. And then in the evening, I relax, and then I do it again. And yeah, usually working includes like either editing videos, coming up with new video ideas, or filming videos, which probably takes the most time, honestly, filming the videos, but also editing. Yeah.
Now we have a good editor, so
Shout out Free and For Real. Now we got a good editor, so that's definitely a huge workload off my shoulders. So it gives me more time to film more videos and work on other things. So it's nice. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but I believe it is prayer time.
yeah, and I think that's a
At the
mosque
mosque.
right there, that dome. So it is
Dome.
pretty close, right?
Yeah. This is a nice park. It's not too big. Honestly, it's pretty small. It's nice. There are a lot of apartments around the park, so.
And it's well maintained. But there are like a lot of green spaces in this city because just over there's another park with a tower, and then where we're staying in front of us is a huge park as well.
Yeah.
Like it's where the royal palace is, and also like the really rich neighborhood with like compared to like Beverly Hills or something, that where all the mansions are. That park right in front of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If we do the double-decker bus tour, you'll see we go through there. It basically looks like we're leaving the city because it's all open area. But yeah, all the big houses are there, and there's butterfly sanctuaries, animal sanctuaries, and stuff all over there. So a lot of green space over there.
I did not know that. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's really. I think it's the richest neighborhood in Kuala Lumpur, but I can't remember the name of the neighborhood.
Make sure you guys practice what you learned today. Record yourself talking, and leave your answers in the comments, and I'll answer every comment. Bye, guys. Want more English practice? Join my Patreon for extra lessons, speaking practice, and more ways to improve every week. Your daily routine and habits. And if you're from this country, let me know as well. But anyways, this is a bright yellow line so you don't trip. But
But I think this is just for blind people.
do you think so? To start their morning routine. So that is where we will also, you can say, I almost never do this thing. Here are 4 useful words you can use. Make me a sentence using each of those words.
So far, this park looks really well maintained. I don't see any garbage.
Are those ants or what? Like, what are these? I go to bed at midnight, at 12 a.m. And we always have lunch usually. Usually there is a grate, and this is just for water.
More affordable than it is in Canada, and also like the really rich neighborhood with like compared to like
You will become fluent in English.